Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from a Jewish story from Russia. It's an old story and it's about what is it like to be in hell. It is called Inside a Jewish Hell, and it goes like this. Once upon a time in Russia, to be exact in St. Petersburg, there were two business partners. One was called Borek and the other Gerl. And they were like brothers. They really cared for each other and they did their business together. Now, sometimes the business demanded that one of them would go. So Borek went off to Moscow for some time. One day, Bel was walking in the streets of St. Petersburg, and then he saw Borek on a horse, riding, and he said, "Stop, stop, stop, Borek." And Borek just went right past him and ignored him. Now, those two were such good friends that they swore by heaven and earth that if one of them would die, that person would come back to the other to tell him what it was like in the other world, in the other side. So when Borek, passed him on this horse riding, Gerl didn't like that and didn't trust that. He thought something was wrong. So he sent a message to Moscow. And a couple of days later, a message came back that Borek had died in an accident and that the funeral had taken place exactly on that day that he saw, Borek on the horse. So he thought, okay, well, now my friend is going to come and tell me what life is like on the other side. But he didn't. 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed. And then at some point, the dead Borek did come to St. Petersburg and took his friend Gerl by the arm and led him outside of town through forests and meadows. And finally, they came to a desert. And he said, "You see, way over there, there's a cave. You go into that cave, you go 10 steps down and then 10 steps up, and you ask for me there." So Gerl thought, okay. So he went there, and he went 10 steps down and 10 steps up, and he came into, it was sort of a hut. And that hut was supposed to be the Garden of Eden, heaven, if you wish. And there were some people praying, and it was pretty damp, pretty dark. It was raining and it was dripping. And he said, "Where is my friend Borek here?" And they said, "Well, he's in the other room." And so he went to the other room, and there he saw also a number of people just sitting and, being really goody-goodies and praying a lot and even going into ecstasy like some of those people that pray all the time do. And he said, "Where is Borek?" And say, no, Borek, you have to go. Borek is in hell. Yeah, you have to walk a little further, and then again 10 steps down and 10 steps up, then you get there. So Gerl said, "What in hell? He never told me that. And is this what you call heaven? But he said, "Okay, I'll go there." I mean, what else was he supposed to do, right? So he goes there. It goes 10 steps down, 10 steps up, and he comes into this huge building, like a palace almost, with a guard in front of it. And he said, "Is this hell?" "Yeah, this is hell." So he goes in, and he sees a lot of people dancing. There's an orchestra, and there's a lot of people, young couples, boys and girls dancing. And he says, "Is Borek here?" No, he's in the next room. And so he goes into the next room, and there he sees a lot of people playing cards and drinking cognac. And he looks, but his friend Borek is not there. And he said, "Where's Borek?" Borek is in the other room. So he goes into the other room, and there he finally sees his friend Borek sitting in a real big, puffed up, like almost like royal chair, drinking hot tea and smoking cigars. And Gail said, "So why didn't you come and tell me what this place is like? This looks great, and all these people dancing." He says, "Great? Is that really what you think? Look at my lips and at my gums. Yeah, I have to drink this hot tea, burning hot tea. It burns my lips and my gums, and then puff cigar over and over and over again." And he says, "What about those people, playing cards and drinking cognac?" He says, "Yes, play, drink, play, drink. They have to do that for the rest, always." And the dancers then, same. They have to dance. And if they don't dance, there'll be somebody with a whip saying, "Dance, dance, dance." Now, you have to know that in the Jewish religion, you're not allowed to do anything on Shabbat, on the Saturdays. So you're also not allowed to drink, you're not allowed to dance, you're not allowed to do anything. So these people obviously had gone against those prescriptions, if you wish, against those rules. So anyhow, here he finds his friend, sitting in a big sofa. And in hell. In Jewish hell. So why am I telling you this story? I think whatever belief you have, whether you believe that hell and heaven are physical places that you go to, or whether they are states of mind, just mental states of mind, or you don't believe in anything. In any case, I think it is good to follow the wisdom of our ancestors, which say, if you do good things will happen to you. If you do bad things will happen to you. So whatever the rules are, let's stick to them and not flirt with hell. Thank you.